Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope, and this one's for you, Sagittarius. Here we are coming into September, and we've got the sun shining in Virgo through the 21st. This is really going to help you focus at work, and you might get recognized for your efforts. If you've been looking for work, your diligence could pay off, but you'll need to review any new agreements very carefully because Mars will station retrograde on the 9th, and that's encouraging us to slow down and consider our actions. However, don't let it halt you in your tracks and freeze in place for the next 2 months because we still have to get things done, especially a lot of people are looking for work. So the thing to know about Mars retrograde is that you just need to double check before you sign on the line and try to make agreements that can be renegotiated. Maybe in a few months after we're out of the retrogrades, you're going to have a much better perspective on things and be able to know more what you want and see anything that has been a little bit blocked during the next few months. So let's talk about the astrology in order. I'll get back to that Mars retrograde. And if you're interested in Mars retrograde, I encourage you to see the full-length video just on that topic on this channel because there's a lot going on with it, and it's going to be in play from September 9th to November 13th. So we're going to be living with this for a while. I want to make sure people have all the tips and information to navigate the next few months. But rolling back to the beginning of September, we've got a Pisces full moon on September 2nd. That's going to highlight your living situation and or family matters, either one or both. It's a great time to give yourself and loved ones an emotional check-in. Perhaps it's been really busy for a lot of people, surprisingly busy, even with a lot of things being shut down and less activities available to us. I have encountered clients and friends who are filling up their schedule with things. Some of it is busyness that involves helping other people because we're all having to pull together right now. So in this busy pace of life, perhaps you or someone you live with has felt a bit ignored. Use this compassionate Pisces full moon to identify feelings that may have been hidden, and you can heal family relationships and really just let people know that you are there. There's just a lot for being there for someone, being a person to talk to, a person who shows that they care. That's what full moon in Pisces is all about. Now we've got Mars in fiery Aries, and I mentioned that stationing retrograde September 9th. I'll state the dates again through November 13th. And this is going to get us all to really have to check ourselves before reacting. It is working in somewhat of a favorable aspect to Sagittarius Sun or Sagittarius rising because Aries is a fire sign, just like Sagittarius. However, that said, Aries is a fire sign, just like Sagittarius. Guess what? Fired up. And that is what Mars retrograde in Aries does to all of us, and especially those of us with a fiery nature. So think before you speak so you don't say something you'll regret. Avoid power struggles and unnecessary confrontations. You really can channel this energy productively when you're aware of its presence. I'm giving you the heads up now, and know some practical ways to work with it. So for you, as I said, this might stir up a host of feelings. It could be anger, frustration, but it could also be enthusiasm or passion. So former romantic partners could make an appearance in your life. Just heads up on that. It doesn't mean you're meant to reunite. But it's going to be important to remember why you initially parted ways. And it's possible that some resolution on a past relationship is needed at this time and is possible. But I would wait until Mars stations direct after November 13th to make any type of more permanent long-term relationship decisions. This is more about circling back and closing the loop on something that was left open-ended, and then say, okay, we can talk about the future after November 13th. That's my Mars retrograde personal tip for Sagittarians. Now, what we've got going on September 12th is favorable for your sun sign. Jupiter is your ruling planet, and it's stationing direct on September 12th. So I think you're going to feel a bit of a boost when your ruling planet is retrograde, the way Jupiter has been the past 4 or 5 months. You tend to have a little bit less spring in your step, a little bit less oomph, because you're drawing your energy inward, and things can feel a bit more of a struggle. It's less about getting assistance or energy from the exterior world and more about learning how you can build your own energy, how you can create your own opportunity. But once Jupiter stations direct September 12th, this is going to bode really well for your work and finances. Jupiter is in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about business, resources, and long-term security. So in the coming months, you could finally feel that your past work is beginning to pay off, and you're going to have the ability to attract people with the connections and resources to support your goals. We've got this month's new moon in Virgo. It's on the 21st, and it offers support for intentions related to your career, public image, time management, that's a good one, leadership skills, as well as health and wellness. So a little thing on the health and wellness, especially new moon, usually that's a time like, let's get started with something new, a new fitness plan. Know that Mars in Aries is retrograde, and that is a lot about the physical body, and it's a bit compromised energy in retrograde. So people are a bit more accident prone. Don't get too gung-ho on a new activity. It is a good time to get going with a physical activity, but more cautiously maybe than you normally would. Sometimes Sagittarians are risk takers, nothing wrong with that, having some adventures, but I would say be on the conservative side when it comes to your physical exertion, and just exercise a little more carefully than you normally would, and it should go well. Now we've got the sun entering Libra on the 22nd. This signals the fall equinox in the northern hemisphere and the spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. But all over the globe, it is officially Libra season on the 22nd, and signifying this special equinox time of the year that represents coming together and celebrating accomplishments, what you've done individually as well as with others. It really is a time to acknowledge what people have been able to do despite some of the adversity in 2020. And to learn more about this equinox and find out what Jan Spiller recommends to do as a ritual this time of year, I would encourage you to go to janspiller.com. There's a membership link in the description of this video. And what's special about this equinox article is it's Jan Spiller's original writing. And we have done the best to preserve that wherever we can on the website for members, because it's so special to have that, just like her books were a gift that she left behind. Of course, I'm creating all the current content, so when you subscribe, you'll also be able to get all the in-depth articles I write about the upcoming astrology, such as new moons, full moons, eclipses, retrogrades, all the stuff that you need to know about in advance, and it goes even more in-depth than these videos. So I hope you check that out. All the proceeds go to support Jan's legacy, and it was her wish to keep her website going as a resource for people. I hope you can make the most of September. Have a good month. Take it slow, take it easy, be safe and be well. And I will see you here next month with your horoscope.